Good evening. Throughout life, people are often given second chances. No matter if it's a mistake that is honest or if it's a mistake that is committed on purpose, everyone at a different time or another is given a second chance. That isn't the same for children who are sentenced to life without the possibility of parole. The judicial system and society is telling these children that are being sentenced that no matter how they develop and no matter how good of a person they become, they will never be eligible or given a second chance at life in society. So what happened? What caused this to happen to these kids? It starts within the home. A lot of kids experience neglect. Their parents aren't loving towards them. They aren't there emotionally to support them throughout their endeavors. Another thing is abuse. A lot of children go through abuse in the home or at school or in any social place. They're experiencing abuse that causes anger, depression, low self-esteem, and vulnerability, even resentment for whoever caused what happened to them. So what are our solutions? The number one solution for me is in the prison systems, they need to develop some type of evaluation system. For me, the evaluation system would be for after the felon or juvenile has served 5 years, they are eligible to be evaluated for early release. This evaluation will take place on the 5th year of their sentence and every 2 years after that. So if they go before a panel of people that are evaluating them and they are struggling in certain areas, they have time to get it right. They have 2 more years. The only way that a person or juvenile will be eligible for the release is if they get a perfect score on the evaluation and all parties agree. Another solution would be to counsel and guide these children in the right direction to help them develop an understanding of what they did and what they did was wrong. My last solution would be to create some type of project where these juveniles can work on that involves their talents. Make them feel like they matter and that they are cared for. My number one solution out of all the solutions would be the evaluation. I feel as though the evaluation will help to give these children hope and to provide them some sense of ease that in knowing they could possibly be home back with their family again. Now there are some circumstances where some children aren't as developed as others, aren't as meek and humble as others are, and they do struggle very much with going through different changes and just not being the best person that they can be. In that case, those children should be evaluated more extensively. And it would also depend on the crime. If there is a crime where a child murdered another human being, then they should carefully be evaluated for release. If it's something doing with robbery or drugs or something of that nature, then maybe not as extent as, or maybe not as in depth as the one before, as the one for children that have committed crimes as far as murder. In closing, I feel as though everyone deserves a second chance, and these children were not given a second chance. It's very sad and it's very shameful of the United States that we allow this to happen to our children. Who will stand up for these young women and men who have committed crimes and aren't given the second chance at life? Who will stand up for the one that was involved in a scuffle and accidentally killed someone and is serving a life sentence? Who will stand up for that one? We need to begin with us. Our people in the United States needs to make a difference. Thank you.